Welcome to the Grand Design Series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We're picking up on the 5th of December 1964, and the game's on pause for two reasons, which I'll explain in a little while. First, if you watched the previous video, you'll be aware that I was hoping to set up my helicopter construction offices over here, and I ran into a bit of a problem because our first cargo helicopter, which is, if I come down here and click on here, you see here, is the Mi-10, which it says it appears in 1964, but it didn't actually turn up until 1964. And you can see it's going to be around from 1964 to 1998, and this is going to become the workhorse of many things, because you can see it's got a far better fire capacity. If I compare it, if you show it down to this one, the ones we're using at the moment, the Mi-14s for our fire stations, you can see here that, and it says for passengers, this one only carries 2,414 litres. This carries 4,767. So over time, what we're going to be doing is upgrading our two fire stations with some better firefighting helicopters. That makes them more reliable, and we do need them. And now so I've already started the process of setting up the helicopters to try and save some time, and we will be kind of taking a slightly deeper look into using helicopter construction offices. But the first thing I want to show you, this is one of the things that can happen when you've got too many officers working from one location. You've got a little bit of a swarm of helicopters here, which are basically queuing up to get gravel from this gravel location here. Not that it's going to overload that, it's just that we've got the three sites. Now, we could put in possibly another pickup, but I'm not sure I will be able to. We could probably put in another kind of pickup location here. In fact, I think I might do that. It's in range of power, because gravel's one of these things which will take quite a long time to. So we're just going to drop you in there. Now, the important thing to remember is that these construction offices have to be allocated to one base. So what we'll be doing once this is built is allocating the helicopter construction office that's over here to one. So we'll have one working to one of those pads, and we'll have one working to another one of the pads. Now, the second reason the game is on pause is the fact if we come over here, and this is also the reason we're starting on the 5th of December. If I show you here before we get started, if I show you the earthquake report, we've had a 7.1 earthquake in Clotherton. And if I let the game pause, and what we got here is to see we've got a fairly major fire. It's hit our police station. It's also got there and there, but we've got no building collapses. And in theory, in fact, I'll speed the game up so we can get through this phase. In theory, that's already been put out. That one's been put out. This is an example of when you've got a really good fire coverage. This is something I've had people post comments saying, oh, earthquakes are a pain. They are a pain when you first start, when your economy is a bit weak. But once you've got a fairly strong economy or building infrastructure with good fire coverage, earthquakes are not a problem. The other thing is that you need to keep your building maintenance below 50%. Let's see what much damage we took here. You can see that the wear and tear on this building now is 55% because it's taken damage due to fire, and you can see it needs concrete and steel. But that shouldn't be a problem because all these will get repaired pretty quickly. In fact, if we probably... Where's the helicopter? Yeah, looks like there's only about 3 buildings that actually need repairs. So as long as you've got your buildings in good repair and you've got good fire coverage, earthquakes aren't really that much of a problem. Plus, they get increasingly rarer as you go forward. Now, before we get into a bit of a laundry list of things I've got to do, I just want to give you an update of where we are, because what we've got now is we're kind of pushing out this way, with various bits and pieces which we need to get built. That's been assigned. That's good, because we need to build this so that we can push past this point. Our road infrastructure here is nearly ready. What we need to do now is start getting our helicopters working on this area here. I did run into a slight problem here in the sense that I forgot that I put in street lighting over here, but I've got the helicopter crews working on this now, so that should alleviate some of those problems. And if we come up here, I want to show you something else I've done. I've got to find my way across the map here. Where are we? It's over here. I've got oops, thank you, game. This is going a little bit more quicker than I anticipated, and what it's actually given me here is a bit of a garbage problem. So I've had to put in a technical office here. And the other thing I've done since the end of the last part is I've done a little bit of planning. We'll go and check out those trains. And I've been thinking about how we're going to get the workers out here. And we are going to use a cableway here. And you can see, in fact, doing this at night is kind of emphasizing that a little bit more, which means that we're going to have a cableway going out this way. And of course, what we're going to have also is a conveyor for the heating plant, but a little bit more about what we're going to be doing in this corner later on. The only downside is I had to remove the surface power supply and put an underground power supply into this area, because the power line came through here and affected this area, this pylon, because of the nature of where the road was. So we got that there, but if I show you the coverage here, you can see that this will provide workers to all these areas, including the other one out here. So that should give us, and also what we're going to be building there. But as I say, more about that later on. The town itself is still coming along very slowly. Anyway, let's go and see where that train is. Whoops. Well, I've actually cancelled the message, but we can carefully guess where the train causing the problem actually is. It's probably in this area. You're in there. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're only waiting too long because of the nature of the tracks out here. I do need to take a look at that. I think what I'm going to need to do is yeah, they're kind of queuing up here. I will check the railway train officers. We will be doing something with the construction trains anyway in this part. Yeah, this is where these guys are queuing up. They're not really head to head as such. Oh, they are. Okay. Yeah, we got this train here. Yeah, the problem with here is the fact that they're working at very long range. So it looks like I'm going to need to do a little bit of work in this area. The other thing, I'm not sure if it's this guy, but what I've got, yeah, to show you here, we've actually got the first train making a start on the actual, oh no, he's working back that way, but we do have a train working on this tunnel. So we've now made a start on the tunnel. That's the current situation. Of course, we're in the snow, which makes designing things a little bit awkward, but it won't stop us working on this area here. Now, the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to talk about the 3 ways, or 3 ideal ways, that you can set up helicopter construction offices. The first thing is to specialize them to a road crew and a general construction crew. And if I show you the road crew first, you can see at the moment we've only got 2 helicopters here. Now, and of course we've only got 8 spaces. So what we can do is bring in the helicopter crew only, and we go 1, 2, bring in another 4 of those. And what you'll see also here is that I've got a roller, a paver, and the bulldozer. And that's what's going to fill in the remaining spots. So what we're going to do is come into here. We're going to buy a Stanelec. Now, one of the problems when you set up these helicopter construction offices, you've got to be a little bit careful of what you bring in, because not all construction vehicles can be carried by helicopters. Although, to be honest, the M110 is pretty flexible. But what we're going to do is bring in one more each of those. What that means is we'll have eventually here 8 helicopters, two rollers, 2 pavers, and 2 bulldozers. And what those bulldozers will do is actually build the road. So this would be our road building crew. This is an example with 2 helicopter crews here with lots of helicopters. We are going to have a problem here. You can see we've already got a capacity problem here, and we are already burning through the fuel. So I think what we're going to need is a couple of extra oil tankers here as well. As I said, is keeping enough fuel into a helicopter construction office can be a bit of a challenge, especially in winter. Now, if I come back over to here, because we're going to be running for what I've got over here is a similar situation to what I've just done here, but this one is fully set up. You can see here we've got the 8 helicopters and all the necessary road crews. Now, if I come over to here, we'll go to what you could call the second setup. This is a general construction office here, and what you can see here is I've got again a mixture. I've got 4 passenger helicopters, or no, actually 6 passenger helicopters, 2 cargo helicopters. So you can see here, so what we got here is we got the ability to deliver passengers, and of course we've also got the ability to deliver these 2, or the construction vehicles here. So that's why I've only got 2 cargo helicopters in here. But one thing I have done is still set up all the materials, because it's possible, especially if you're building very big buildings, that these helicopters could end up hanging around doing nothing. So what you want to do is just give these set these up so that your cargo helicopters can do other things when they're not delivering anything. You can see here at the moment we've got there, simply because what they're building at the moment is predominantly roads, repair buildings, and all that. And now the other thing we're going to do is come over to here, and this is where, now the next thing we're going to do is come up to here, click on here, come into here, and what we're looking at is tower cranes. Now this is where things can get a little bit interesting, because I'm not sure which one of these is capable of carrying. We've got an A1 crane here, which is 57. That's it. We got this one here. I think and what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to come in here. And of course, what we need to find is we're going to need an open hull or a Mark II flatbed. Oh no, the normal carrier. Okay, it's okay. We're going to need a double W50 open hull. So what we really need to do now is get in to set you up there. And while he's going and getting fuel, we're going to need to do the same over here. We've already got 2 in here, so, and we need, so we're just going to come in here and we're going to buy tower crane 1, 2, 3. Oops, thank you, game. And then I think you should be able to pick up those. Oops, no, can't clear that. Pick up that there, and you are going to go to there, drop off, and we're just going to let them run. Just make sure that he picks up the, I mean, he should pick up the tower cranes. He doesn't, well, his life expectancy is ended. Yep, he's picked up the tower crane. Just shove him up there. Having tower cranes inside of your helicopter construction offices will make a very big difference to your building capabilities. Okay, there. Okay, I'm just going to make sure. There we are. He's picked up that. Just minimize those. Just going to drop you down. Put you down the bottom there. So basically I'm just putting them down the bottom as a reminder that I want things done. And then, as I say, having those tower cranes will certainly build up or speed up the building process. So we've got that there. That we'll get them into there. And of course, if we come over to here, we'll have our road crews. Now, the configurations I've just previously mentioned don't have to be 100% strict. So there's sources without boards. We'll probably have a problem with boards. I think that we do have somebody delivering boards. It's just let's just see. I think the problem is that we don't have that much in the way of delivery of boards. Let me just check. Actually, the easiest way to do this would be the opposite way round, because our only source of boards at the moment would be where are you? In here somewhere. Here. Who's delivering the boards? You're aggregate. You're steel. Wood distribution. Okay, we got nobody moving boards. That's not good. I thought I'd done this. What's the gravel distribution? Where are you? Okay. Open storage 2. Yeah, it says you're picking up boards there. You're delivering boards to here. Okay, it looks like I have not set this up properly. Apologies for that. But it says it's already assigned. Open building materials. Let me just get back to this again. It could be just down to the winter. Just make sure that I haven't. Yeah, picking up from there. Where is it? Small. And yeah. Oh no, it's not set up. Okay, and you're going to deliver boards there. Yeah, that's a bit of an oversight on my part there. But that should fix it. I think the problem with boards is that you so very rarely ever use them. You kind of tend to overlook them. So we've now got this set up. Now the next thing I want to do is it's time to modernize, start modernizing our what we call it. So we're going to bring in one of these. It cannot fit in the nearest custom shed. Yeah, thank you, game. This is where things are going to get a little bit interesting. Let's just check this on the way through. Right, we've already just delivered one here. We've got fuel shortage. We may need to bring in extra fuel trucks because these guys are going to snatch the fuel because we've got so many helicopters here. If we watch this, as soon as these guys deliver fuel, oh no, they might gain against it. Yeah, we may have to put a second fuel distribution office over here to ensure that these go flat out. That's the only downside of building the helicopters in this place, but that's the way it goes, right? So what we're going to do now is come over here, and we're going to have to buy track builder. I'm going to buy 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. We're going to spend a lot of money here, so, and what we're going to do is come all the way back over to Stilton here and tell you come here. Now what I do want to do, in fact, I think what we will do is you, because you probably get, it's not that they're old, it's just that they're slow. So first stop is unreachable. Okay. That might be a problem. Try this one. Okay. Right, what we're going to have to do, this is a bit unfortunate. I'll send you to there. And then, right, we're going to have to, yeah, I'm going to need to work, all right. Right, we're going to have to do a little bit of jiggery pokery here. Can you get to, nope, you can't. Okay. Okay, I've got a bit of a problem here. Right. We're not going to worry about putting a second one in here, but what we will do is, right, I'm just going to keep those two there. I'm trying to work out why you wouldn't, I mean, in theory, you should be able to go around that loop. So I'm not exactly, I'm not exactly too sure why you can't get to where you've got to go to. I mean, what I can do, yeah, in fact, I think I probably will do it, is we can just sell these. I mean, I don't really want to scrap them. Okay, so looks like these guys have got a bit of a reprieve for the moment until I can sort out. Because, of course, the only problem is I've only got the one. I don't understand why you can't get there, because you should be able to get round there, do this. I haven't changed the let me just see. I think I may have to come back to this one and check it out later on. I mean, you've got signals there, you've got that there, you've got that there. So I'm not exactly sure why that is not working. Oh well, I'll sort it out. Because you can come down here. I've got trains that come round here. I'm just going to check over here. Make sure that we've got there. If you... Right, so this custom shed has now got that. That means we would have delivered all three, what we call it, to here. And if I show you in here now, we've got all three of those. And if I kind of open this up, try and find, okay, wrong one. And we'll just find you. Yeah, you've just come out of the office and you can go into there. And we'll just get over here and just see whether you've got all three. That means you've now finished your job. And you can go back to there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to specialize this. Right, let's just make sure that we got the fuel up here. We should have the fuel. We are going to burn through a lot of fuel, but you're delivering to that bus station 50%, and you're also where's that, the farm there as well. Yeah. Okay. Right. What I need in order to keep my helicopters going is we now need another fuel depot. I don't really want to this. In fact, I think I will put it over here so I know what I'm doing. What we're going to do is put another distribution office here. Just tuck you in there. Get these guys working on that. As you can see at the moment, we're just not gaining against, and that's crippling my building process. Say, helicopters are very expensive to run. So we've now kind of got our this stop done. This has got the road crew on it. What I do want is these guys shouldn't be too busy. Well, got a whole load of. There's one thing I have noticed is that you seem to get a lot more maintenance in the winter. Right, so we've now got that there done. Now the next thing I want to do is something else that I need to do is I need to get rid of these things. I'm going to send these to because they're too slow now. And when the harvest cycle finished, I noticed that we had some black areas there, and I think I've got 3 matadors in here. Oh, I've got 2. Okay, so I've just managed to cripple my farm. So I'm just going to put those there. I am manufacturing matadors, but I don't think there'll be any ready. Just yeah, we're nearly there. Got a little bit of time at the moment. We're only in autumn. Move you guys over, so I've got space. So get rid of the upgrade. That should make the farm more efficient. Right. And we're going to just take a quick look at what's going on over here. See what because what I'd like to do now is get this guy with a little bit more focus on actually building things rather than, see, at the moment he's focused on the roads themselves. But what's the nice thing you can do with helicopters is you don't have to worry about road connections. So we can start putting in there. But a little bit of a tip here is when you're allocating that, if you've got enough for 3, what you can do is to begin with allocate 3 buildings to be built, and then once they've done the groundworks, then push it up, and then you can move them forward. Like now you can see that at the moment we're just doing the groundworks, and this is where helicopter construction offices really come into their own. But we still do need to work on these areas here, but they will bring in this stuff here and start to actually deliver what we actually need. Looks like we've got our sewage unloading loading's been built magically. We got here. We got up. I suppose I could try and turn this to my advantage. Oh, looks like we've run out of jobs on here. I would like, what I'm trying to do here is electrify out. We'll do that one. Probably by pushing out to, actually, I'm just going to, I think what we will do, no, we'll keep just building these out for the moment. That's coming out that side line. If I get it to build something, I think I really need to get this to patch out, get you to build that one there. I think we could just go all out, I think. This is built as well. So if I put you in there, we'll just have 4 trains running on here. They collide and give me a bit of a headache, but that's the only thing I can do. While we're waiting for the snow to clear, because I want to do a bit of building, but what we will do is go up and check our northern area here, because of course we've now got, see if this is actually starting. We've got gravel there, we've got gravel in here. So what we really need to do now, that we got a choice here of trying to push out, we are trying to push out the road this way and get this built. That's going to be a bit of a problem. Actually, I think what we'll do is that what's the road crew doing out here, or our construction officers out here doing? Actually, I think, what are you guys actually working on? Yeah, kind of working on these little bits of road here and maintenance. Okay, I think we're gonna assign you to both. Get you on there. You just make sure that they're working on this, because what I want to do is build into here so that we can start planning to populate this town here. The problem is it's going to be a little bit high risk, based on the premise of the fact that we're going to have to use trucks to send food and the basics out there. But the other thing I want to do now is we'll kind of make a start here in the snow. I don't really like doing this, but I think we can make a start. Is that actually, is this a mud road? Actually no, we don't want to put the mud road in just yet. I want to do some planning here. So we're going to come here, aggregate storage 3, small aggregate store. We're going to start by putting you there, keep the conveyor short, put you there. Actually, if I can tilt you that way so that I can get it tilted in like that, because what we're going to need here is 2 coal process. This is a coal mine, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, we're just going to have where's the coal fossil fuels? Ideally, we put you that way round, and then put you that way round. Leave enough space for a bus stop. Now, can we get? I'd be very surprised if we can get. No, we're not going to get a conveyor over there. We could go. No, I think we're going to put direct connections in. So we will use the mod. Probably one of the best mods in the game, actually. We can put that keep it in line so it looks neat. And then we'll put another one just like that. And then we can connect the road there. I think I'm going to be happy with this road. So we're this is going to be quite a key road. So I think we're get the road crew started on that. Remove that point there. So we'll get the you start building that. So we've now got our fault there. Okay, the snow's starting to disappear at last. We will. Right, next thing we're going to need here is a pretty large aggregate store. We bring the workers for this into there because then we can send them to the coal mine as well. So we can put this aggregate store. Something we do need to get rid of that. How many outputs have we got on this side? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's good. So we'll put you there. We'll wait for that road to be built. What we're going to be doing is making the coal, and in this area we're going to have a full-blown construction industry. But I just wanted to plan that because we were in the snow. And what we're going to do now is get back into this corner. Got this guy here. Right, what we're going to do now is take this construction office, aggregate, gravel, and we're going to put you on there. And then we'll pick up the other one as well. Isn't it lovely in the rain? Put you on there as well. Right, this is coming along quickly. High priority, please. And are we gaining? Well, we're still not gaining fuel-wise, but there's not much I can do about it. These guys are going. I thought I bought some tankers in here, oil tankers. We get those on there because the other thing we've got to do is ensure that we get plenty of bitumen in here as well. Right, we'll just get this one. Right, actually, looks like we are getting a reasonably regular supply of fuel in here. I'm going to put this one on building everything now, including maintenance. And these guys can come out here. Strictly speaking, we don't need this built yet, so you can suspend that. We don't need this built, so you can suspend that. And that gets suspended as well. Don't want that built, don't want that built. We can build this, we will need this built, but that's going to need a specialist guys from here can come out and build this because they're going to need a small workforce to do that. Right, so we're just going to start pushing out and get these guys as well. Because of course these are working at very extreme range now. So, and again, this is something you need to be aware of when you are planning a helicopter using helicopters is it's very easy to miss these little pieces, and then you wonder why. Now, and what I'm going to do now is just going to pause the game temporarily because I've got lots of planning to do in this year. Now, the next thing I want to do is actually we're going to put a brickworks in here. Now, I just want to talk a little bit about planning brickworks. Now, bricks aren't something you're going to need vast amounts of when you're actually playing the game, and especially when you get into maintenance mode. This brick, say the default brick factory, which can produce 51 tons of bricks a day, could supply the whole map for both building and maintenance. But of course, you then get into a distribution center. And of course, when you've got helicopters, the bricks aren't quite so important. So I was thinking about this off camera, that if we put a brickworks here, we're going to have a brickworks up the north, and we've already got one brickworks, which is smaller. And I think that should be enough to supply all the bricks going forward for everything. But it's something that we can work on. So what I want to do is put a brick factory in here. But we're going to have to put it here. The problem we're going to have is getting out here with a something that we can actually work with. I'm kind of thinking I would like that, if possible, to go there, but I don't want a road connection there. I'd like the road to go out the back that way. Actually, I don't really need a asphalt road. It's only a service road. Is that actually connected as well? No, it's not. Okay. Again, this is something you've got to be very careful with respect to using helicopter construction crews. The helicopter construction crew would have quite happily built this tower, but because it's got no connection here, it can't be defended against fire. So you do need to be very aware of that. Right, so what we need now is somehow to get the brickworks, the brick factory, game just have to flip it that way. If I put you there, will you connect up there? Yes, you will. Good. So we've got the brickworks in here. Now, the next thing we've got to do is we're going to have a heating plant here. So what we need to do, which is the reason why I put this in here, is what we've got to do now is somehow get you out this way. I want to put this in so because I don't want to put a road in the wrong place. So you can come there. Okay, I'm just going to remove that footpath and then put a mud footpath there. So we've now got the brickworks here. We've got the connection to the coal. We've got this one with the heating plant. So this is the reason why all these are kind of quasi incomplete. These towers, you probably can get away with not having them. Right, so we've now got the brickworks here. What we need now is an open stall. Question is, how big an open stall have we got? Now, technically, we could put in a small one here, which has got 264 tons of bricks, which is, if you've got this going at full capacity, I mean, 900 bricks is a bit much. The only good thing with this one is that we've got a rail connection. I think we're going to go with the big one, but we may have to kind of fiddle with the capacity a little bit, because I like the idea that we may actually have a rail capacity. I don't want to squash that area there, so we're going to put you in there for that. That means we can bring a rail line in from here, big up there. Of course, more importantly, what we got to do is put in one of these. We kind of tilt you round like that. Say like that. Okay, the swarms arrived. Hello, what are you? Oh yeah, you're a bit probably delivering to here. It can be a little bit disconcerting when you're building that and you're in range of these helicopters, because they will kind of float in like this and do things. Anyway, right, let's get back to here. I think I'm going to need, if I can put you there, it's the thing we've got to do is get across there. Yeah, I need to stretch you as far as I can. If not, we may have to put a double in. Get you there, remove you. Because we've got to get across this, which could be problematic. No, it's not. It's gonna. We're gonna have to span you like that. Okay, so that's now got that there. What we need now is the road connection. This, technically, we could do with a road connection through there to there. You've got a road connection to there, and then you can come round and hook to there. We'll do it in 3 sections. So what that means is we'll have a brick factory here, and I'd like to get this brick factory active ASAP. The other thing while we're here is we've got these guys working on that as well, because we need the waste protection here. Okay, what have we got here? We got construction waste. I want to separate out the construction waste. We got a smidge of biological. I think the more biological I've got, the better. And then of course we've got this one here. Burnable waste, construction waste. We need to separate out the construction waste so that we can use it. And we've got a tiny amount of biological as well. And what we really need is this office operational. Then we've got to find somewhere to send it. We'll probably have to send it to here. Because I think these guys can pick up construction and biological waste. What we'll probably have to do is send the mixed waste up to here, which is a little bit further away than I'd like, but I don't think we're going to get a lot of issues with that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I need to put a rail connection in. We got a road there, so I think we're coming here because I want a little bit of distance like that. We don't need to back curve, so we may need fairly long trains coming out here, so you can come in like that. And then what we're going to need to do is we've got this thing here. Okay, you're going to have to come round and then eventually connect to there. We'll leave that. Okay, actually we'll change this actually. Put you like that. Make this into one big road. And we'll actually try and get the road crew onto this one. I don't think he's overly pressed at the moment. He's out of range of... okay, we need you on that. And that. Actually, I think it's time to do something else as well. I think we come in here. 1, 2. Poverton Construction Office. Where are you? That's the helicopter construction office. Okay, we'll do you first. What we're going to do is team these guys up as a kind of work crew for the moment. And I think we're also add these as well. Oops. 1, 2. What are you guys working on? Yeah, as you see, you get a message here. It says only some construction offices have a path to this construction. The reason for that is that the road crews don't actually have access to it. So what we're going to do is get that in there, get this underway. Wait to daylight, and then we'll see if we can check the road crews there. Let me just see. It's still annoying me why I can't get rid of that. Got 1, 2. Yep. How did I know? Control H. I think what we will do is where are you? I've got a broken down truck. I think generally we're okay here. We're gonna scrap you. What we got here? Oh, it's the train scrapper. And we're bringing another one of these guys. Because we paid for them, we might as well use them. Just suddenly occurred to me, we've only got that's a point. Let's just see. What's the storage here for aluminium? Oh, we've got aluminium scrap. Wow. Okay. That's a lot of stuff. I just want to see what happens. Yeah, so it looks like there's a limit to how many trains we can actually scrap. Got a lot of waste here. All piled up. I just want to check something. We've got a free construction office here doing nothing. Why aren't you picking up all this waste? Okay, that's what I'm waiting for. 79 tons of steel. Wow. I think we may have... wow. We may need to find somewhere to put our steel. What I am worried about is this. You don't have anywhere. Why are you dropping fertilizer? Why are you? You're a bit of a bust, aren't you? Okay, yeah, a bit of a configuration issue there. I'm just going to bring in another waste truck. In fact, I'm going to get rid of you. You're a waste of time. So we've now got this going here. I'm still a bit mystified over why we can't scrap these guys. I think I might. I mean, we got 304 million. Where are you? Yeah. I think what we're gonna do is get over here. Where's that guy? Where are you? Okay, let me just see if I can find that stuck train. Where are you? Okay, you're not stuck anymore. Where are you? We're going to sell you. I'm gonna have to bite the bullet. It's gonna cost me. I really hate this. Is there any way that I can? I'm gonna have another go at sending you. I don't understand. It's done it now. Okay, explain that one for me, please. Right, I'm just going to pick up that second construction train. Sometimes the game moves in mysterious ways, but I don't really want to waste the capacity of this truck. Where's Stilton? You get out here. I just want those higher capacity construction trains going. Okay. You guys are down to 2 jobs. You're building the tunnel. I think I'd like that built. This is built. I think we need to start thinking about. We've got this out here. I need to start thinking about waste collection as well. I think we're start pushing you out that way. Give you the 4 jobs. Yeah, I think we're gonna need to think about electrification and building out here. But what I need to do is think about what we need to do here. I think it's definitely need waste collection. But what types of waste collection we got? I think I'm going to be quite happy with the waste from here being pushed in this direction. So we don't need to worry too much about this. Get this built. We can set up a flow of waste down in that direction. And because it's all industrial, we're going to be shifting big loads. There's probably no real need for a transfer. But out of here, what do we need? What is this lot here? This is the repair station. These are our construction offices. I think I would like those built. Okay. I think what we'll do is I'm going to come here, go to 3, and we'll have these guys working with these guys as a pure helicopter construction site. And then what I will do is I think I really do need to set these up now. That's the road crew. And what I want is I don't want to pull out my minor level 1. No, don't want you. What I want is you on 5 working with you. Okay. Right. I want you 2 working on that. Which one is which? That's Stilton, that's this one. And we'll get you working on those. Get that building out here. Now we got to start getting a little bit serious. In fact, I think what we'll do is we'll put the heating plant in next, because we might as well measure out the heating. Right, we need heating there. And I'm not going to go any further south than that. Actually, something bigger than that. We need water. Got the water there. Actually, if I put the heat exchanger, yeah, we need that coverage, don't we? So we're going to need a heat exchanger. Yeah, because we're going to put in lots and lots of stuff in here. Probably have housing in there. So if I can move you, put the heat exchanger there. Right, next thing is underground heating pipe. And oops, we don't need the contours. How far? That's too long. So what we're looking at is a first heating plant, and I emphasize the word first heating plant, somewhere around here. And how far away will that be from the center? If we, that's be 700 meters. I think we could probably put the heating plant in, say, just about here. We're going to need a large heating plant. If I put the large heating, no, maybe we could put it this side, like that. So we're going to have a large heating plant there. This is next to all this auxiliary stuff. Right. And that means that we've got to put in a, and what we're going to need here is a, what we call it, only just small aggregate store. Put your small aggregate store. Kind of want it. I want the inbound connections. We'll stretch it that far, like that. So what we're going to need to do now is this one is road, isn't it? Yep. That means that is footpath. And then what we're going to do is turn you, get you, stretch you as far as we can. That's about the limit. Get you as close to that mud road as possible. And that will actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a 1 to, actually I'm going to cancel you. I'm going to put in another road connection, one like that to there, and then we're going to put in a 1 to many like that there with a footpath like that. What that means is we can put a second heating plant here, which will run the two together. In fact, I've just noticed something. Okay, I want that. Just going to push the priority up on that. Let me just run down through here. I've just had a thought. I think what we can do is on that to there, that, get you there, get you there. It's going to be a little bit of a risk, but I think if we can get the oil flowing now, it's been a long time. If we can get the actual oil floating, moving. Get the road crew on that. Yeah, I think if we can get the oil flowing out, now there's a chance that some of these components will burn down because we will have to put a power supply in, so we'll need to think about the power supply. Anyway, we've now got this built. Again, it's not ultra high priority, but we do need to start thinking we're probably going to need some kind of service road through here to get that. So that will come to there, and then heating pipe. Where's the heating? Cancel that. What we'll do is pick you up, run you into that one there, and then now we're gonna have it's gonna be very, very busy in this area. So I think what I'd like to do is put a second heat exchanger probably just here. That one's there. We're gonna have a lot of buildings in this area. In fact, if we put you just there. So I'd like the actual heating to be overlapping. And two heating pipes like that. Okay, I've just realised that I've gone over time on this video, so this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.